What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. It's your host, Billy here, and it's time to take it to the ring. All right, so on this episode of Wrestlecap, we're going to be reviewing WWE Smackdown. And it's the first one of the year, and it's a good one, too. This is a great episode. Definitely check it out. So the night starts off with Roman Reigns entering, and he's looking healthy. Glad to see that COVID cannot keep the tribal chief down. He comes out with his belt, just looking stout as can be. So Reigns enters the ring, and he says there are two people he never wants to see again, and that's Heyman and Brock Lesnar. So guess who walks out? That's right, the two people he never wanted to see again. It was kind of funny. So Brock and Heyman, they come out, and when Brock comes out, he stalks the ring. He's just kind of staring at him, you know, and like he's hunting prey or something. And Roman has like this look of pure disdain when he walks into the ring. So Brock enters, and when he does, he kind of introduces himself. He's got the microphone, and I swear he sounds just like Heyman himself. It's pretty funny, actually. It's spot on impression of Heyman, and they both kind of look back at each other like, "That was pretty good, huh?" It's like it was a funny moment for sure. So Brock looks at Roman and says, "Acknowledge me," making fun of him, and then challenges him to a title for title match. I'm ready. Let's do this. So Roman comes back and says, "It's a good idea, but that's not my idea. This is my show, and it's my call." And then he calls Heyman trash. And then Heyman has this look like he's about to cry or something, and then Brock tells him to shut up. And then Tribal Chief is like, "Hey, you don't talk to him like that." Brock turns back to him and says, "Yeah? Well, what are you going to do about it?" And then Reigns ends up sucker punching Brock Lesnar with the Superman punch, just knocking the champ down. He's pretty dazed there for a little bit. He kind of gets up and, Reigns, he dips out quick. He's not, just a crazy start to the night. And what a great way to start off the year, just the two champs facing off. So next up, we see Sami Zayn backstage. And he's talking about how it's a conspiracy that Nakamura is ducking him and trying to make him fight Boogs before he gets a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. But then guess who shows up backstage? It's Johnny Knoxville. And he says he's there to talk about management, about entering the Royal Rumble. And Sami says, "Hey, man, there's no way that's going to happen. You should have talked to me first. I'm the leader of the locker room. I'm the head honcho around here," which kind of made me laugh. I love Sami. He's such a cool guy. So our first fight card of the night is Sami Zayn versus Rick Boogs. And Boogs comes out with Nakamura and just jamming out. I love it. The music was cool. He had a little extra riff on the guitar, a little bit different. So Boogs he's stout. He's out first with like this big, huge suplex, then a lateral press over his head, and just starts repping Sami like another human being. It's crazy. So Boogs is really just kind of tossing Sami around like a rag doll. He's spinning him, and it's crazy. Now he's hanging in there, but he's tricky. You got to watch out for him. Then I got to say, it was probably one of the craziest suplexes I have ever seen. So Sami's in a vertical suplex, and he's kicking down, and he's knocking Boogs down to one knee and then both knees. But then Boogs just stands straight up and then still nails the suplex. It was crazy. Sami rolls out of the ring, and he's like running for his life, or the bathroom. He might have shit his pants. I don't know. So he's trying to get out of the way. Now, Boogs took the win with a roll-up, and it was a pretty quick match, but it was definitely a really good one. So it's pretty great. You kind of see Johnny Knoxville. He comes in, and he sneaks up behind Sami, and then he tosses him over the ropes. It's like out of the ring, and Sami's confused. He's like, "What's going on?" So this gave him the chance and what he needed to qualify for Royal Rumble. So it's official. Johnny Knoxville will be a part of Royal Rumble, and him being sneaky and tossing Zayn out is what did it for him. So next up, we see Charlotte Flair. She comes out. She's kind of looking crazy. She's got like spikes on her shoulders and like bird things on her arms or something. I don't know. It's a pretty crazy outfit. And she comes to the ring. She's introducing all the lady competitors for Royal Rumble. There's a neat little montage, and there's too many to rattle off, but Rhea Ripley, Lethia Blazer's going to be in it. Those are a few just that jumped out to me. So that's going to be a pretty stacked event. So I'm excited for that. Now Flair, she's standing and she says, now there's one in particular that I want to tell everybody about. And it's a long pause. We're waiting. Me, Charlotte Flair. And it's like, oh, so lame. Come on. But she will be the first champion to compete in Royal Rumble. So pretty prestigious. So before she could even talk anymore, Glow comes out and she asked for a shot at the belt, like right then. It's like, come on, it doesn't work like that. You know, and Flair told her too. She's like, you don't just come out here and challenge me for the belt. So Glow's just like stuck her right there in the face. Bow! And I guess that's a pretty good way to pick a fight because they started fighting. We go to a commercial break and come back and they're like, her shirt's off, like they're fighting and they just break out and it's a big brawl. And Flair is just whooping up on Glow. She's tossing her around like big, like she ended up throwing her into the timekeeper's area. And then Glow came back with a blockbuster to Flair, knocking her down to the floor. It was pretty neat. She like gave a big kick and then slammed her down. So DeVille comes out. She says this match cannot be won unless it's by countout. So Flair was out cold outside of the ring, and Glow would have won the match if countout would have happened and still been legal. So this is just more abuse from DeVille to Glow, and this is definitely what I would call a toxic environment. Like, stop harassing your employees, DeVille. Give the girl a break. So Glow comes back with like mean kicks and knees, running crossbody, just really kind of starting to work Flair at this point, getting her second win. Now keep in mind, she should have already won this. Flair was outside well over 10 seconds. But Flair ends up coming back, locking in a figure four, and DeVille comes out again. Says, wait, nope, you can only win by pinfall or submission. So Flair gets the win with kind of like a big announcer table slam, and it was pretty crazy. It's just, she just hates that poor girl. But anyway, backstage, we see the Usos, and they talk about the New Day and how soft they are, and they're really not even worried about it. Street fight or not, like they're ready for it. They say, we the ones. So up next, see Happy come out, and he's just too much, man. We have another episode of Happy Talk, but there's no Mad Camp this time. It's just him standing out there by himself. And we see last week, if you missed it, Happy and Mad Camp jumped Drew McIntyre backstage, and he hurt his neck. He's got spinal injury. He has to go get checked out. Now, Happy says he has a special guest tonight, and he lets us know it's Drew McIntyre. Nope, it's not. It's Mad Camp dressed up like Drew McIntyre, and he has like this limp sword. He's got it's a cane and a neck brace. And I got to say, this is the first time these guys have actually made me laugh. So he comes out with Drew's music in the background, and he's kind of limping. And I mean, Mad Camp had me cracking up. Like, he starts dropping like poop jokes, saying it's like, oh yeah, the haggis, and it makes me invincible. I've been eating it my whole life. And it's like, oh, I did poop my kilt, but I'm used to smelling like shit. It was pretty good. They had me cracking up, man. So then the Viking Raiders, they come out and they just clear the ring of these jokers. And they just we're going to see them face off in a tag team battle next. So the fight cards happens, they clear the ring, they get all the stuff out. And at one point, Eric picks up his partner and just like slams him down into Happy butt first. And Happy takes a face full of just ass, and I'm sure he was full after eating that much, man. It's a lot to take in. So Happy and Mad Camp do come back with some nice strikes and some really good tag team work. I will say they do work well together. Mad Camp he loses it, man. He gets his temper and just starts going pissed off, but he takes the win. Big with a punchline, I think it was like his finishing move, which is really just like a big body slam. And he gets the win. He's out. Happy comes in too, and they kind of relish in the moment. It was a quick match, but it was a fun match to watch. So definitely check it out. I like the Viking Raiders. Like, how often do you get to see Vikings come out and wrestle and fight? It's pretty awesome. So then we go backstage. We see Sheamus, and he talks about Holland and how his nose was broken last week. And he kind of feels bad for him. And he says, hey, you know what? To make up for it, he kind of feels like it's his fault. To make up for it, he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. So that's a big announcement. We'll find out he's added to the list. So after that, we see the New Day and King Woods. They come out and they're rolling on their throne that they had, a couple clowns, but they're just a lot of fun. I do like watching them. They always have a good time. Now they're going to be going up against the Usos. for the tag team championship belt. And the crowd just erupts. They really know how to get everybody going. This is a street fight. No rules, but always a ton of fun to watch. So I'm hoping we're going to see tables and keno sticks and all that stuff. So I'm excited for it. Kingston and Jimmy, they face off first, but not for very long. He ended up getting double teamed right off the bat by King Woods and Kingston, and just really getting worked pretty bad there for a little bit. Now Kingston did this really neat like trust fall onto the Usos, taking the lot of them out. I mean, they were just hit the ground. They're dazed for a good bit. It was kind of fun. It was truly a lot of trust. But Jay goes under the ring, and I'm thinking, oh, we're going to get tables now or keno sticks maybe. No, he pulls out tape. Like, really? Tape? Why? What's up with that? So he ends up taping Wood's hand to the ropes, taping him up. And he's there, and I'm like, guys, come on, really? Just tape. Let's get this together. So outside of the ring, the Usos, they grab the steel stairs, and just start battering Woods and Kingston. It's just a straight brawl. They go out into the audience. They're fighting in the audience. It's crazy. So Woods ended up finding like this Spartan suit underneath the ring, and he puts like the helmet on, and him and Kingston, they have the armor, and they kind of start fighting him, and it's pretty funny. Like I said, these guys are a couple clowns, but it's funny. And now the crowd starts chanting, tables, we want tables, we want tables, and I'm like, so do I, so do I. So Woods, he gives the people what they want. He's a very gracious king, right? So he starts pulling out tables, and it kind of ended up going against him. Kingston ended up taking a 3D to the middle of the table, and he is just out cold, man. It was a great match. Both of them went out hard, and it was just good. But definitely check that out. So backstage, we see Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. So all night, Adam Pearce has been talking about who Roman Reigns is going to have to go up against for the Royal Rumble. And finally, it's announced he's going to be fighting Seth Rollins. And that's going to be a crazy matchup. Even though Seth Rollins is just going to get completely destroyed, let's be honest, I'm ready for it. That's going to be a cool one. All right, so here at Take It to the Ring, we like to give each fight card a fight card rating. So we have 5 for Fight Forever, 4, this is awesome, 3, you still got it, and then 2 is what? And then 1, worst of all, boring. Don't even bother watching it. Our show is way better. So I would give this a solid 3. This was an awesome, awesome episode. A lot of great moments. You got to see the champs kind of face off and really kind of go at each other. Sami Zayn got beat, and Boogs was just impressive, man. This guy is just getting stronger and stronger every single week. So, all right, that's it for this episode of Wrestlecap. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And for more Wrestlecap videos like this, just click that link right there below. And until next time, Billy here, and don't stop believing.